So Dylan, one of the first big projects that you, me, and Janet all got involved in was building a thought leadership series for one of our clients in the cybersecurity space. Since then, you've been spearheading strategy and production for video projects for pretty much every Aimtel client for 3 years plus now. So I'd love to really kick it over to you as the video guru and expert, and just share what are some of the most popular and effective types of videos that you're seeing today, and why is that?
Yeah, absolutely. No, great question. There actually was a recent report from Wistia. They just released their 2024 State of Video report, and it dives, yes, thank you for pulling that up, Janet. There's a lot of really great takeaways in here just around that same exact topic. I know they surveyed around like 2,000 different professionals, analyzed activity from 100,000 different businesses that use their platform, and they pulled all that together, and there's some just really strong insights and learnings, which really just digs into exactly what you were talking about, Tucker, like where people are focusing their energy when it comes to video content. And as you can see here, interestingly enough, the number one form of video content that companies are creating and planning to create in 2024 is product videos. That's definitely reflected a lot in the work that we've been doing for clients as well. Again, with video being such a strong, like relevant visual opportunity, like it's a really great way for companies to showcase firsthand exactly what their product and service does in real time. So that's definitely been on the rise. We're definitely seeing that across a lot of our client projects as well. Following up with number two, we have educational videos and online courses, just giving companies and businesses the opportunity to position themselves as a resource, as a source of information. A lot of organizations and a lot of our clients have been leaning into that heavily as well. And then in the number three slot, we have webinars and live events. We know that was really on the rise around like the pandemic in 2020, and that continues to stay in that top three section as well, even going into 2024 and beyond. Interestingly enough, social media videos has now in the number four slot, which might be a bit surprising at first glance, but at the same time, a lot of our clients have been investing more in, more of the webinar space, the educational video space, more of those like evergreen pieces of content that people can revisit, a little bit more long form in that sense as well. Social media video content is still very much relevant, but it's just not right there in that top slot as it might have been a few years ago. So
that's a great observation, Dylan. I think I was surprised to see this from there in the Wistia's State of Video report from this year, that social media videos isn't that top spot of where people are investing, which, when you think of video, you immediately think of social media videos like Instagram Reels, TikTok videos. How do you create that viral content? But this clearly shows that companies, especially B2B brands, are getting a lot of value kind of around like long form content too, it seems. Not just, a 30-second clip. I think that's valuable, but where you're investing in product videos, like the educational explainer videos, webinars. I mean, we're doing this type of content, right? It is long form. So I think we'll get more into it for sure in a little bit of how you can kind of take that long form content and slice and dice it. Yeah, definitely an interesting trend here that, social videos important, but not the top priority potentially.
Exactly right. Exactly. And just as you mentioned, Janet, there is still a space for it, but it's not like the main top of mind thing for a lot of these different companies, a lot of the clients that we've been working with as well. And as you mentioned, it's not just for like social media engagement and virality. There's like actual use cases to, being able to build out a suite of different resources for your customer base to use. That's been like hugely valuable for a lot of our clients for sure. And actually within that same Wistia report, as you can see here, they found businesses are really digging into video to help generate leads and drive sales. It's not just about that awareness phase anymore and just like catching eyes for the first time. We're really looking at more of like that middle and bottom of funnel as well when it comes to video content, which is really interesting. Yeah.
I look at that. Like it's the chart here, it says we were looking at this graph and the pie chart, and like 38%, like the biggest piece of the pie is their primary goal is to generate leads and drive sales. And then social media engagement to create social media engagement and followers, that is an 8% piece of this pie for the marketing goal for creating this video content. So that's fascinating. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, the landscape's definitely shifting a little bit. Again, as people get a better sense of exactly where video content can belong in their strategy, the perspective on is shifting a little bit. So it's definitely cool to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, true that. The trend is definitely moving in the right direction. I'm excited about this. I think that it really helps to show that like what we're always trying to make the connection around is that marketing apps does contribute to the success and of an organization. It's not, video isn't just for awareness and entertainment. Of course, you want to bring that into it, but it's truly moving the ROI, like your return on investment, for companies. So that brings me to, we always refer to this report as well when we're building like video strategies or just any integrated marketing strategy. And I think it's just a very fascinating context to layer in here. So in another report, it is from 2022, but I think a lot of it is pretty relevant. I'm hoping that they come out with maybe another one at the end of 2024, but it's a benchmark report by Demand Science on the B2B tech buyer's journey. So in other call to action episodes, we've actually like dug into this report even more of the how complex and nonlinear the buyer journey is. But what we're seeing here on screen is that B2B buyers are consuming, and they do want video throughout kind of their journey of identifying a product, trying to assess like, do we want this new solution or new vendor? But on top of that, this first graph here says like time spent researching before talking to a sales rep. It's the top one is 3 to 4 months. So folks are still going online, wanting to find this video content, other content, not just video, of course, but we're focused on video today. But as you can see here, like what's the type of medias that makes you aware of a new solution or a new vendor? Fascinating, Facebook is still a top one, but then second in line is YouTube, followed by LinkedIn, Twitter, company blogs, and then the final one there, thought leadership or demo webinar. So just think of how much you can infuse video, bring your like brand personality, explain kind of not just like what your product is. I think we saw in the Wistia report is everyone's really focusing on that product video, but also it's important to create content that's, that I think I'm excited to talk a little bit in a few minutes about like that thought leadership content and bringing people from your organization or like customers to speak to these things. It's, there's a lot of ways that you can leverage video and different kind of tactics around the creative. Another one we had here from that same benchmark report is, B2B buyers, they actually found that they're consuming video assets all throughout the purchase path. So that buyer journey, 70% said that they are engaging and like want video. That was actually looks like it was from a Google report within this larger report by Demand Science. So if anything, I would imagine that's over the past 2 years clearly has increased.